Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I've been a collector all my life. When it comes to collecting, I live my life by the 3 C's. Is it cool? Is it collectible? And is it cheap? So come join me as I look to add more to my collection. Welcome to the hunt.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. It's I, Jeremy, aka Xlj the Og, and welcome back to the hunt. It's been a long time since we've done one of these, and this is a very special episode today. A special return, because not only is it the return for the hunt, but it is the return of my father, Daddy O, to the channel. Welcome back. So, as you all know, as I've expressed, back in January, unfortunately, you broke your hip, but you're getting around, doing a pretty good job now. How you feeling?
Pretty good. I got my old trusty cane. If somebody gets out of line, I can also get them back in line.
Yeah, that's right. So don't mess with that.
Lord, let's talk about that little breakfast for just a second.
Yeah, we just had a killer breakfast. We just had an amazing breakfast here. So we had breakfast at a place called Indy's. It's awesome. Yep. But today's hunt, we are here in Martinsville, Indiana, and this is gonna be kind of a different type of hunt because everybody collects stuff, and my dad collects model cars. Now, how many model car kits would you say you have?
Oh, about 75 at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, only 4 of them aren't done, but I've done 70. About 75. Maybe even more than that during my lifetime.
Yeah.
Some of them I've gotten rid of.
Oh, yeah. And you've been doing that for years.
I started when I was about 15 or 16. Maybe 14.
There you go.
Of course, girls entered the picture at 16, 17. So
it happens. It happens. So we're at a place here today called Singer Hobbies. And it's a little hobby shop that looks like they got a little bit of everything. We're hoping to get some model cars here today. But I gotta say, a little surprised upon pulling up, this could be a double hunt because apparently this is also a comic book shop called Kryptonite Comics as well. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting. Like, hopefully you can get some model kits, and hell, I may end up getting something here today. So that being said, let's go.
Alright, we're going to head on into Singer Hobbies and see what they got. And already we spy some model car kits. Hey, check out that Smokey and the Bandit one.
Wow.
A lot of forgotten about them until that Cars movie was made.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then
the old timer. You don't see many of them at all anymore, so their parts are extremely hard to find.
My dad had a '53 convertible, which us boys at that time I was a 3-year-old boy. We played cool. And jumped through the top.
Oh wow.
It's awesome. All this stuff.
Here's a falcon.
So you're already finding some good stuff. It looks
both
like
cars in one.
And yes, he is. And check out that cool train as well as look at that V8 engine model. You just don't see that stuff every day. And if you love RCs, Singer Hobbies has got you covered. I mean, there's a plethora of RCs. I've never seen RCs like this. I mean, these are so lifelike. It's blowing my mind, man. And not only do they have a ton of RCs, but look at all these accessories, these kits, these replacement parts. And it's so well organized, if I do say so myself. Now, I know RCs isn't really my world, but man, if I was an RC advocate, this would be the place I come all the time.
A new wrestler, VXL, it goes 70 miles per hour, it'll blow your ass away. Or the Stampede 4x4, it'll crush your enemy.
And I have no idea what these parts do, but man, just the packaging of them, the way it's organized, this has got to be an RC enthusiast's dream shop. And not only did they have RCs and model kits, they also have paintball supplies and accessories. Alright, let's check out something I'm a little bit more familiar with in my world. Let's check out Kryptonite Comics, and already we're starting off with a ton of D&D supplies. And I always will respect a good old strategy guide. And check out all of these dice. I mean, it's dice galore. I mean, check this out. They even have like a bubblegum machine filled with dice. And as you can tell, Kryptonite Comics is all about that gaming lifestyle. I mean, look at all these awards they've won throughout the years. They even got an award from Gen Con, and you can see you can pay for a membership to come to the back and game. Pretty cool. Alright, let's check out these comics and see what new releases they've got out there. That X-Men 92 issue looks pretty cool. Awesome new issues of Saga are back on the newsstand. I love it. Just check it out, Con. What the heck are you looking at, bro? Whatever. And let's see what back issues they've got here at Kryptonite Comics. A lot of newer stuff, but that's cool, and I respect that. Love me some Walking Dead, man. Great comic book series. One of my favorites of all time. And we got some Funko Pops to check out that awesome Galactus with the Silver Surfer. Check out these old school muscle figures, but in WWE design. That's pretty neat. Cheeky, baby. Aw, look at baby Goku using the Force. I love me some Bro Thor merchandise. That's awesome. Oh, and check this one out too. And look what I found. It's the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus in plush form. That is a kick-ass glow-in-the-dark RoboCop figure, if I do say so myself. What? And this is pretty neat. They just recently released a set of Princess Bride figures through McFarlane Toys. So I have to admit, I did not know Funko was doing pins now, but pins is a pretty popular thing to collect right now. And check it out, it's the main man Lobo from the DC Multiverse. And found me a bin. Let's dig through it and see what we can find. Yeah, that's going to be a hard pass on the RG3 figure for me, but check it out, they've got even more board games here. What's this? An Elvira? Mistress of the Dark game? Huh. Look, they even have some Walking Dead board games. I'm a little intimidated though about that Negan one. And it's fun for a girl and a boy. It's Log Yahtzee from Ren and Stimpy. That's pretty awesome. It doesn't get any more vintage than this Ultron figure. And check out the green arm with the little kid. I totally had that as a kid. And that's going to do it for our trip here at Singer Hobbies. Let's see what we got.
Alright, that was Singer Hobbies and Kryptonite Comics. What did you think? Because right when we got in there, you were kind of just like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this.
Yeah, I found some things that I hadn't seen.
Yeah, and the cool thing is they're really like high-grade models. It's not like, you know, stuff you get, because you normally get your models at like Hobby Lobby and Michael's and places like that, because there's not a whole lot of places like this,
They was
unfortunately.
actually cheaper on AMFT kits in there.
Now, what's an AMFT kit?
That's the name of the model company, AMFT.
Okay, so is that like, I guess that's a popular brand pretty much?
Then you got Rebel model car kits, and you also have MC kits and monogram kits. And this is a new company, and I can't remember it right now because I just bought the thing, so I haven't.
He just bought them out now.
I bought two of these, whatever the name of the company is, 2 of their kits.
Yeah.
It is, however, a little more expensive than going to a Hobby Lobby, but you're cheap. That's to be expected.
And not only that too, it's the simple thing, and we talk about this a lot. You get what you pay for. So I mean, these are good quality models that you just picked up. And I think I heard you saying like that you bought a kit that like actually it was like $60 or something like that, or 70 or 80 or something like that.
$67.
But there's actually three cars in there.
2 cars and the hauling trailer, because it's supposed to be a drag
cool.
racing theme where you're pulling your hot rod to the drag races.
Now I saw it in there too. I thought it was pretty neat. They had a Richard Petty car.
Yeah, I come near buying that, and that's another $40. That'll have to be another trip.
But for but for what it was, it's pretty awesome. So, and you saw in there too. I mean, not only do they got the kits, of course, but like any sort of accessory you're gonna need for painting your model, or if you need like a component off of it, whatever it may be. And if you're big on RC, man, this is the place to come.
Oh yeah,
because they literally had every damn thing under the sun and then some. Now come to find out why the Kryptonite Comics is here is, I guess the owner of this Singer Hobbies, actually his brother apparently had Kryptonite Comics and was in the downtown Martinsville area, and with COVID and everything and the pandemic, like to stay alive, he moved in with his brother, which is awful nice of him. So it was that's why the area wasn't as huge. But as I was talking to them, I guess they're only going to be in this location a couple more weeks until they move back town to Martinsville. So that's good news for them, man. That was a pretty cool shop, and I would definitely come back and check them out again.
I want to ask you something. Can I order stuff and maybe have it shipped from your store to my home?
I don't see why you could.
I guess you got a computer address.
Yeah, you just go to singerhobbies.com.
There you go.
I manage the website myself, so if it's not on there, just email me and I can find whatever you're looking for. I can send you a direct invoice to pay for it, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Well, there you have it. If you go to singerhobbies.com, you can virtually live anywhere and order the stuff from there, and he'll send it to you directly. So, but yeah, the shop was really cool. Like, and the comic portion of it, like I say, wasn't as big, but he had some really cool stuff. As you saw, I was really digging that Voltron, but come to find out on that shelf, that was all stuff that was not for sale, because I had that Voltron, at least the one with the little green kid, as a child. I remember picking it up at a yard sale. It's weird how the memory works and you'll remember stuff like that. But we had fun coming here, but of course we didn't leave empty-handed, so let's check out and see what we got. So first off, let's check out and see what Daddy-O got. So he got some glue, because glue is key. And what was it you said that they told you in there?
He told me they'd quit making testers glue for model cars.
So what's the difference on the glue? Like, because I'm a novice, like why? So I'm going to plead the fifth here. Why wouldn't I? What's the difference if I took crazy glue and did this versus this?
This is made for plastic. It's I don't know. It may work. I've never tried it. So, but I always use model glue for plastic. What designated for plastic? I mean, just like if you're doing ceramics, you want to do ceramic, whatever bonds that material.
Well, that makes sense. I can see that. And it's made in the USA. So let's check out some of your car kits here. You got, tell us about this. This 1969 Chevelle. I
lived through the age of what they call these? Damn, there's hot rods.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty good. That run pretty good. You build it up. But that's a '69 Chevelle. It was a pretty hot item. 2-door coupe. I mean, you could drive
beautiful
it for
color.
a regular
It's a beautiful color, man.
And I mean, people made hot rods out of them. People made just a good old coupe out of them to drive back and forth to work.
And I'm kind of the
Muscle cars. That's the dang name I'm trying to get.
muscle cars. There you go.
The air of the muscle car. That lives to it.
And I'm kind of the weirdo guy who, what I notice that stands out to me is the packaging of this is very retro-ish. So that's pretty cool.
Now that's the hot rod we're looking at there.
And this isn't bad. What, 27 bucks for this?
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all.
That's a damn good price considering like you could get something much less quality of that at like a Hobby Lobby and pay probably 30 or 40 bucks. And this is pretty cool too, I noticed. Look at these, they got actual Firestone on the tires. Is that something that's normal?
No, that makes it more real life.
Yeah,
real life.
That's freaking awesome. Let's check the next one out.
Oh,
Oh man, holy shit.
We're going back in time on this baby.
Look at this.
1954 Hudson
Hornet
Motor Car Company
Special.
doesn't exist nowadays. They made a great car, and I'm thinking they was located in Indiana, the state of
Really?
Indiana, back at the time. But they went out of business. Now, if you're a family, you got kids, and you just watch them Cars movies from Disney, you'll notice the old man type car was a Hudson.
A Hudson. That's a good point. Well, this is.
Or the old timer, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember. It's been a few years since I watched that movie.
That's okay. I think we know what you mean. So this is pretty. This is
And
pretty
this
cool.
is a new company here.
So this is a new company making models. What's the name of it again?
It's on.
Mobius
Yeah.
models.
Yeah.
Well,
And they may have been making them all along. That's the first time I ever bought one.
That's pretty cool, man. Once again, love the retro packaging. Look at the little family there. And now, the piece de l'assistance, if you will, that you got. Now, this is the 3 kit. This is, wow, this is sick looking. Let's talk about this. So we got so this is 3 kits in one. You got a Ford Galaxy, a Falcon funny car, and the trailer.
Yeah, my dad bought a brand new, when I was younger, in my 16, 17, my dad bought one of those 64 Fords, brand new, two-door hardtop one. It was red with a black top.
Okay.
Great car, until my little brother wrecked it.
Oh, no. Wah, wah, and thus you needed the trailer. No.
And so it's kind of just nostalgic for me to build it. I'm going to try to build the car painted the same color as the one that I realized when I was a youth.
Oh yeah. So what color would that be?
It was red with a black
red?
with a black top. Now it wasn't vinyl. It was just red with a black top
Okay.
and red interior.
So this was the one you spent the most on, but like you say, you get 3 out of it. So
Yeah.
$67.99 ain't bad. Ain't mad at it. You came to play the game, and you did, sir, today. You spent the Skrilla, but it was all worthwhile. So I'm digging it, man. So how long does it typically, like, a kit take you to put together? Is it vary?
If I work on it continuously, but I usually don't do that. I work on
So you kind of knit.
about an hour at a time, and I'd say you're talking to do a really good job, you're going to work on it, and sometimes you need to get away from it. If things ain't going exactly right, you need to get away from it. So I'm saying about 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
6.
And that's with paint too.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you've got all sorts of paint.
Yeah,
still
they
at
don't
home.
take long to spray paint one of them.
So you spray-
I use spray paint to spray.
Oh, so you got like a little thing.
But the engines and the frame and the smaller parts you have to do with a brush.
Okay.
Batteries, let's take a battery. They're usually molded in white, so you got to paint that thing black because most batteries are just black. And if you're really good, they've even got the decal to stick on that battery. But I'm sometimes them little parts like that I can't do like that anymore.
Yeah, but that's got to be. I imagine like putting a car together has got to be. You have to be so meticulous with it.
And then sometimes you can go way left field instead of following the dang direction. You can build what you think is correct. I got a 57 Chevy that I built. I jacked it up about 2 inches in the back. It's not what it's supposed to be, but it looks good.
Let me ask you this: when you ever work on these, do you ever pull like like back in the day, well, still to this day, when we would work on cars and we're like, ah, you piece of shit, or anything like that? You ever get frustrated with them sometimes?
There's been a couple kids that went to the burn barrel. I got frustrated with them. They wouldn't fit right, and that was it. I got tired of fooling with them.
I love that you just said that, because yes, for those of you who don't know, this is common in their home, and this was when I was growing up too. Like if something pissed you off, or was a piece of shit, or was going to the garbage, it was going to the burn barrel. That's how you knew it had met the end of its life, and I'm done with this. And usually it was in a frustrating manner too. So that's pretty cool, man. One more thing I want to point out, because I'm a weirdo like this, I dig that he's got it came in a Radio Shack bag, which obviously Radio Shack no more, unfortunately. So I myself unexpectedly didn't even expect to do this, but since there's a comic shop here, I picked up some stuff myself. Not a whole lot, but this I'm super happy about. And I gotta be honest, I'm hoping this is the issue picking up, but this is one of my favorite comic books going today. Saga. This is issue 55. I'll have to look into it and see, because I can't remember. I was caught up till the end, because for you comic fans that know, Saga went on a hiatus there for about 2 years, I think. That Brian Fons got it was to split it up half and half. And now that I'm talking out loud, I'm realizing this is the 5th issue into that run. So I've got to get the previous 4 issues, because now I'm remembering it cut off at 50, because the way he decided he's going to do 50 issues, take a break for a couple like years or whatever, and then go back to doing it, and he's only doing 100 issues of this. So if you don't know what this is, the best way I can describe it is, imagine Star Wars met Game of Thrones, and that's what Saga is. This is a great freaking comic book series. Like I say, man, so now I've got to get the other 4 issues. I knew it came back and they were putting them out, but I didn't realize I was that far behind, so I got to play some catch up. Matter of fact, if I was a betting man, with this being the 5th one, I bet this is the May issue. So I bet they brought it back. I think it's probably started in January, so be hitting up some comic shops or some Amazon or something, try to get the others. But normally how I would get these actually is I get them in trade paperback form. But so excited that this series is back. And like I say, Brian Fon, man, he has done some amazing work, like stuff like Why the Last Man, Ex Machina, just to name a few. But this, I think, is his best work. Paper Girls is another awesome comic to check out. But I'm so excited Saga's back. The other thing I picked up, I picked up Movies, the Golden Calf from Kevin Smith's Skew a Few First. This is a bank. You put some money in it, you know. But I just thought this was adorable. I just love that they have a Movies. I've needed something movie related in my home for a long time, and now I have this bank, which I will probably display somewhere. But I wonder if this came from like the pop-up restaurants that the Movies pops up. And I know there was a pop-up Movies in Indianapolis during Comic-Con last year. And Movies, of course, is the fictional character for the Movies restaurant in the Kevin Smith Few Askew universe of films. So first debuted in the movie Dogma. So if you've seen Dogma, you know. So yeah, that is what we picked up here today at Singer's Hobbies and Kryptonite Comics. So the $1 million question, I think I already know it. Would you come back?
Yeah, I'll probably, yeah, especially to that damn restaurant we ate at.
Oh yeah, Indies.
And yeah, I'll come back here.
Yeah.
I like to come back and when it gets out of the comic book shop out there and gets fully stocked.
Oh, I'd like to check it out too. A lot of gaming stuff in there too. One of the coolest things I saw gaming wise is as I going out, there's like a little kind of like a old school like a gumball machine, but it's got all sorts of dice, which is really popular in the gaming world. So, or obviously essential to the gaming world. You can tell I'm not a big gamer in that respect, but I do respect the hell out of it. And if I had the time, I would love to learn how to play like D&D and stuff like that, but I'd probably suck. But that's neither here nor there. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of The Hunt. We hope you've enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So I'm Jeremy, aka Xlj the Og with Daddy O, and do you think you've got enough room in you? Because it looks like Ace Hardware's got Big Green Egg over there and they're making lunch now. Because it is lunchtime.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right, we will see you next time on another episode of The Hunt.